Alright guys, so today we're talking about some pretty crazy news coming out of the world of Counter-Strike 2, but also for me, and I'm sure a lot of you guys out there as well, what is some pretty exciting news? If you are a CS2 case investor, this is exactly why you are invested in CS2 cases, and obviously we have noticed the price of a lot of CS2 cases going absolutely insane, and it's not all thanks to the news we're going to be talking about in this story, but it's certainly stories like this that help, and it's certainly why I am putting so much money into cases and why I think the fundamentals, the numbers, and everything just make way too much sense. Now, obviously, today we are talking about what has been going on with 100T Nadeshot and his little case adventure, his case extravaganza that he has been on recently. But first, of course, just want to mention my cash trading business. If you guys are looking to sell any of your CS2 items, turn them into cold hard cash, crypto, or any other payment method, definitely hit me up over on Twitter. It's going to be the first link in the description below. Like to buy anything and everything for the right price, but of course, we like to prioritize, liquid stuff. As so many people are coming to us with just ridiculous items that they're just coming to me because they can't sell it anywhere else. There's nothing I can do with a lot of that stuff. If you have normal items they're just looking to get a cash out quickly for, I can help you. But of course, as well, we like to get the big deals done. So expensive skins, gloves, knives, bolt cases, maybe your entire inventory, whatever. I can help you cash out safely, effectively, and efficiently. And of course, you're supporting me and myself, my channel, my content, everything by selling to me, which I would appreciate a ton. With that being said, let's get right into this video today. So Nadeshot tweeted this out yesterday, July 1st. He said tonight, and he has, the never stop gambling meme where, he claims he's going to be going for that butterfly knife gamma Doppler, which would be absolutely insane. But it's not like he was only going for this. He has been opening recently over the past, week or so. It seems like I don't even know when this all started, but over at least the past couple of days, he's been on an absolute case rampage, and it hasn't just been going for this knife right here. It's been going for anything and everything, every chase item, every chase gold, every case, whatever that he, and also a lot of other streamers can get their hands on, guys like Tim the Tap Man, a lot of other people, have been hopping in, they've been opening stuff up on their own stream and all that, and obviously, this has gotten the world of Counter-Strike really interested and really excited just because of the sheer number of cases and, the hours and everything that Nadeshot has been putting into this, which is crazy. We do know people obviously love opening cases. People love watching opening cases. It's like, some people's favorite content. People love to see the highs and lows. If somebody, gets wrecked over a huge period of time and gets super unlucky, that's hilarious. That's entertainment. That's content. If somebody goes on some insane, crazy rampage and gets a ton of golds in a row, that's insane content. And, also just seeing the amount of money people can spend and put on stuff or whatever. And honestly, usually case opening streams, they can be pretty fun, pretty entertaining, pretty chill if you love just hanging out. Nadeshot's obviously a guy who's pretty cool, smooth talking, like got a lot of fans for a reason, entertaining guy, even if they're just sitting there, watching the cases go by. That's content that a ton of people can just throw on in the background, chill, hang out to, whatever. And these streams have been going absolutely crazy recently. Jake Lucky tweeted this out. He said, Nadeshot has become one of Counter-Strike's most watched streamers by just nonstop opening cases. Now, I know this has been a lot of people's critique of CS2, that it's like, oh, so many people don't even play the game. So many people just care about the skins, or so many people just care about, the cases or, cosmetics or whatever. But honestly, that is an amazing setup that CS2 has, and it's for a great reason. Again, cases are super fun. Cases are interesting. Cases are exciting, but also the skins have value, and the skins can be so cool, and buying and selling the skins and seeing yourself increase in price, but also buying a skin and knowing that you'll probably be able to sell it and get most of your money back, inhibits a lot of the barrier to entry and stuff like that, where, in Valorant or a lot of other games, you drop $50, $100 on a skin or a skin set or whatever, you're never getting that money back. That is money down the drain. But when you put $100 on CS, you're going to have $100 mostly on CS, maybe even more money over time as well, which is really, really interesting, exciting. It's a nice setup that Valve has going. And again, it keeps the game alive and it keeps people interested, because the game, it is a very, very fun game. Again, I love Counter-Strike. I, haven't been playing it a ton recently. I go through different phases of playing Counter-Strike and playing other games or whatever. But for a lot of people, Counter-Strike can be super fun. It can get stale. It can, they'll go through weeks or months where they're addicted, and then weeks or months where they don't play, whatever. Maybe they only play during majors. Maybe they only play during new updates or new content or whatever. But also having the options, even when you don't feel like playing the game or watching people play the game, whatever, you still have those other options as well, which gives Valve just so many opportunities to have Counter-Strike content in front of people. It creates skin nerds. It creates, case gamblers. It creates people who are addicted to Premier or whatever. So Counter-Strike just can overtake you in so many different ways, and that's what's added to the player base. That's what added to the longevity, and that's what's added to the overall CS2 economy. But yeah, you can see here Nadeshot putting up 18.4K viewers. He's got more viewers than Summit, more viewers than some of the other top people in the Counter-Strike 2 scene, and this is just on Twitch. Twitch. I'm not usually on Twitch. I'm typically a YouTube guy, and I was getting some of Nadeshot's YouTube streams recommended to me as well, and he was putting up like 10K viewers over on YouTube as well. So, you're talking about 30,000 plus people watching Nadeshot just rip into cases for hours at a time, which is absolutely insane. Here we have the Twitch tracker for what he's been doing lately. Again, this month, I believe this is, he has 73 hours streamed. It's not all Counter-Strike 2, whatever, but 10,000 average viewers, peak viewers of 24,000. Again, that's just on Twitch. Yeah, it's been absolutely insane. A lot of hours watched. Again, tons of people absolutely going insane. And again, why this is good for the CS2 case investing world, it's not hard to imagine. Again, not only is Nade ripping open thousands of cases, and again, that is him contributing to the ongoing decline in overall case supply, which makes CS2 case investing so good. Again, by investing in CS2 cases, you are investing in a highly coveted, highly desirable asset that is constantly and continuously, every single day, every single hour, every single minute, decreasing in supply and increasing in value, because there are more cases being destroyed than being created. Like I said, every minute, every hour, every day, every week, every month, every year, everything. And the demand is at all-time highs or damn near all-time highs if it's not there, because we are seeing absolutely insane numbers. And again, it's thanks to, whales like Nadeshot, XQC, Trainwrecks, these guys ripping open a ton of cases and people creating content and all that stuff. But also, again, Nadeshot, not only when he's opening up a ton of cases, there's probably going to be people watching him that want to try out opening cases as well. And again, we've seen this time and time again with a million other things. Anytime people stream a game or, create content about a game or whatever, people want to play it. Anytime people, there was eras and times where people were streaming just gambling or slot machines or whatever, and that makes people want to play that. People want to be like the streamers they watch and the streamers they follow and their idols, and they get into communities that want to do stuff, whatever. And hey, the case opening community is a real thing. And again, Nadeshot was going crazy and contributing to it, not only by himself opening up cases, by also probably inspiring lots of other people to open a ton of cases as well. Now, the crazy thing here is that Nadeshot's journey did not start out that good. CS Times tweeted out this: Nadeshot unboxed a Karambit Marble Fade after way too many cases. We're talking 3,000 plus cases unboxed with no golds. Now, again, that is absolutely insane. Nadeshot started out on a generational down streak, because if we go to Google, you can see how many CS2 cases to get a gold. You are on average going to get a gold about 1 in every 400, a little bit less than 400 cases. So the fact that he went, again, I don't know the exact number. I'm just going off what people said on Twitter. I wasn't there for every single case he unboxed or anything like that, but I know he did go on a huge down streak, whatever. But he went, on this insane run of 3,000 whatever cases with no golds, and people were like, oh, this is really not good for Counter-Strike. This is not good for cases. If people see how disgusting and how horrible odds cases are and all that stuff, and there was people like Petrie, I think I have the tweet here where he said, good news, this Nadeshot, Tim the Tatman, Shroud, Clay, Train, Zuma, case opening marathon is going to make some people very rich. But the bad news is this is the type of stuff that puts more regulations around the CS2 market, because he's saying, hey, this thing's going to get so popular, it's going to get, on the eyes of governments and on regulators and all that stuff. But also, if they see, Nadeshot spent $10,000 and just straight up lost money, like got absolutely crushed by Valve, that's going to be a really bad look. But also, it might show other people, hey man, you guys should not open cases. I just spent this amount of money and I didn't even get any golds, blah blah blah. So that was not necessarily the best look. But then Nadeshot turned everything around on a generational run. Again, this was his tweet from June 29th. He went from having no gold in however many cases to then having his odds and his luck kind of revert back the other way. 7 golds in 4 hours. Truly having a hard time comprehending what just happened. Thanks for an incredible stream. My wife just woke up and I'm doing everything I can to explain these knives and gloves to her. If I don't go live in 48 hours, tell McGowan to send a welfare check. And then here is some of the insane stuff that he pulled that day. Again, all 7 golds that Nadeshot got from cases. His first gold dropped after 3,300 cases. Never give up. So again, 3,300 cases in to get his first gold. And then after that, the gold started coming out crazy. And not just any golds, absolutely insane golds. He got some generational pulls. I mean, these are some pulls that people would be happy with getting one of these throughout their entire CS2 careers. And he got all of these, in a short time frame. We are talking about Sports Glove Hedge Maze, which we'll take a look at more in a second. Absolutely insane. We have a butterfly knife. Yeah, it's a Scorch, but still, a butterfly knife is a butterfly knife. We have a Karambit Marble Fade, M9 Bayonet Tiger Tooth, Moto Glove Spearmint, Specialist Gloves Crimson Kimono, and Driver Gloves Convoy. Again, not anything too crazy there, but some of these are absolutely insane. Alchemist says 1 shitter and the rest insane. Bro's luck needs to be studied, because at the same time, Nadeshot was the luckiest and unluckiest CS2 unboxer of all time, and he was both in a very short time frame. And again, somebody asked what's the total in on these, and market.csgo at least had estimated the price of all 7 of these golds being around $25,000 to $30,000. Nadeshot again himself, he tweeted out all the stuff that he pulled, very crazy. And again, people were starting to talk about what he pulled. Optic Blake, I guess, said Nade just opened 20K gloves, boys. It never chalked, because again, these are minimal wear sports glove head mage, 0.13 there on the float. We did have X Mercy chiming in on this. He said thought it was factory new. Nope, minimal wear 0.13 is now actually worth 20K. This market has gone completely. This market has completely lost its common sense, pure irrational exuberance. Again, showing some of the different stuff that Nadeshot pulled there, very, very crazy. But not only Nadeshot and not only Tim the Tatman and all the other names that were talked about in those former tweets, we also had Valkyrae getting involved in this. Again, this is so many different walks of the internet and communities and different, corners of the streaming and content creation universe coming together, and people who are just absolutely massive. Again, we're talking about Valkyrae with 2.9 million followers on Twitter. That is absolutely insane. I don't know what Nadeshot has as well, but obviously he's going to be massive in terms of the numbers and everything. Nadeshot with 2.8 million followers on Twitter, and people who are not traditionally from the CS2 scene, people who can potentially bring a lot of new faces, a lot of new eyeballs, and a lot of new money to the CS2 economy all at the same time. Valkyrae tweeting out, think I can get a gold in less cases than Nade. Alchemist chiming in saying cases have become mainstream again, normalized gambling, gold. And this whole saga, this whole everything was absolutely insane. And again, cases are already looking insanely good. Even without, this extra kind of craziness going on, cases have already been insane. I believe we had 39 million cases unboxed in May. We're looking at about 36 million cases unboxed in June. The numbers are crazy. The fundamentals on cases are already insane. But with people like this creating new eyeballs, new communities, new exuberance, new sensationalism surrounding CS2 case unboxing, both the good and the bad, the highs and the lows, the people that the stuff that people love to tune in and see and whatever, and also maybe try out for themselves, has CS2 case investing looking really insane. We've seen case prices skyrocketing, and it looks like things probably aren't going to be slowing down anytime soon, especially if this stuff keeps going on, because Nadeshot even tweeted out his most recent tweet. This is also what I wanted to show. His most recent tweet is 100,000 or 1,000 cases with no gold last night. So this was even just last night. And he's saying he's going to be back. So he's still, even after opening up all those gold and whatever, he's still opening cases in the thousands. It sounds like he's going to be doing even more very, very soon. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Hopefully catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.